My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. We've got a party here with two hopeful relationships and a respectful relationship headed into the sluice. This is our obsession boss party. So we're trying to make sure that we have the ability to focus the final boss on very few targets who have the ability to mitigate the damage that is provided to them.
Tread carefully and quickly. This is swine country.
Without necessarily using Patron Sprawl. Do I know how many locations I'm in now? Nope, not necessarily. Okay. I think I have another region after this. Right? Yeah, I did the opening in 2 regions. Oh, but does the opening count as a region? This doesn't count as a region. Oh, so I definitely have a region after this, possibly up to 2. The unknown. I'm already damned, what's the harm, says Tristan, and Willow says curious. What a fantastical representation of the body. There's a weird statue we're looking at here. I don't know if I really want to trade away anything on Tristan here. The fact that we have access to Cosmic Hater and Cosmic Slayer on the same character makes Tristan exceptionally powerful. Ooh, if Willow gets a negative perk here, she'll just trade away one of her current negative perks. If she gets a positive one, she'll keep it. With the Jinx! Oh, that would have been so good, actually, on Tristan. An otherworldly fragment. A flammable noxious fragment that gives 3 turns of 5 blight and 5 burn to a target. Exceptionally useful combat tool right there. Just imagine if we got that on Tristan. For the record, the Jinx is applied to attacker, so the thing that Tristan does in taunting and then just waiting for people to attack into the sickening silence would also apply either weaken, blind, vulnerable, or combo. Super cool.
An elementary problem, is it not?
Absolutely. The left-hand side has a candle and the right-hand side does not. I love a simplified decision like that.
The loathing festers.
Creature 10?
Sharpen your blades, that we may properly excise our portion.
I believe it's likely that there is an arachnophobia warning right now. Willow says, a show of strength will cow the beasts. Form slightly better relationships with 2 members of the party, and also gives us attack tokens. With an attack token on Victor and 20% crit, I'm almost liable to try and stab a target. I'm not gonna. Instead, I'm gonna do a ridiculous amount of damage to the backline here. Pretty much guaranteeing some kills. So Acid Rain at this point, I think, will pretty much guarantee the kill on both of the backliners here. Love it.
Early results are encouraging.
Not enough blight to actually take out the Rabid Nasher. Wonder if maybe I should just let that Nasher have a moment in the sun, as this Carrion Eater is otherwise going to become a bit more of a problem for us. Crush the Carrion Eater into the backline. I say crush, which is actually the name of a different ability for the Man-at-Arms. What I do mean is Rampart. Excellent. Let's get rid of these corpses.
Straightforward and effective.
Let's make one of them a corpse and then get rid of the rest. Okay, so I want this unit to move slow in the next turn. I'm going to bellow at you, removing one of your dodge tokens. You also managed to resist the DOT. How dare you?
A miscalculation,
unfortunate.
perhaps.
Because I do want to be able to remove this target near the start of a turn, rather than near the end of one. Oh boy. If I throw the Noxious Blast at you, that's probably going to be enough to eventually take you out. Oh, with that assistance, that will in fact take you out before you get a turn. Oh, that's really deeply unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna roll Stand Fast to get some resolve here on Barristan.
The smallest
Just because this means going into the new round, all of the enemies are going to be active and have the ability to fight. Whereas otherwise, they would not have. Throw some artillery at the back line for the enemies. Do the same again with an acid... Well, do I want to do the same again with an acid rain? I've got huge blight and bleed resistances currently. I suspect I might actually be best served by rolling more. Trying to force them to attack instead my very well defended target. When I say very well defended, I mean very well defended against the sources of damage the enemies are going to try and put on him. Oh, how did you manage to blight him? He has 150% blight resist. I guess you only have 100% blight resist right now. But how did you manage to blight him regardless? Oh, that's going to be funny. I'm going to give him neutralizing powders now, so anytime he resists a blight, he is also going to... Rude. He is also going to de-stress. Not that he has any stress. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Both of the back line is now dead. Love to see that. Roll a quick thwack at an enemy, and then heal ridiculously from more.
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
Damn, they're stuns. Working out very much for them.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Okay. Rock a crit, which actually guarantees the kill in time. And we're out of here with our... Chitinous Appendage, discounted combat and in items in the next location. And of course another mastery as well, but...
The loathing whispers.
We have so much mastery that I think almost every move I want to use is mastered by the time I want to use it. Maybe except for Acid Rain at the moment, but Acid Rain was never going to be, especially good here in this use.
By denizens of a small hamlet nestled on the eastern coast.
The Warren. Time for another fight. Help us get rid of the rest of his loathing. And again, Willow leads the party. Gives us all attack tokens as well. Yeah, these skittering folk are a touch annoying. I just have to hope they don't dodge all of our attacks, basically. Ooh, we managed to dodge one in return there. Got hit with a big sticker for 13. Although managed to blight the target for it. A foul shank. Did not manage to blight that target, unfortunately. Was that 11 blight? Oh my god. So, not only did early experiment hit, but also curing copper at the same time for a total of 9? How did we get another 2 on top of that? What? So, wait. Plate grenade 4. 3 additional from curing copper. And then 2 additional... How did... What? Did I roll Acid Rain for the back line and forget? I can't have. I haven't even attacked this. Ooh. What? Oh, right, of course. It attacked Tristan. Got it that way. I haven't played today. I haven't seen Tristan. It's your fault, I guess, somehow. I don't know. Let me have a moment of confusion at my own party here. They are too effective. There's something confusing about that. Okay. I want to try and just crit this guy. Yeah. Dang. Solid pig sticker. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a reasonable amount of damage here, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna stand fast quickly. And give me more, give me more. Here I can prevent another pig sticker action. Pulverize comes out, gets a huge amount of debuffs on our flagellant. And I think that's enough, yep, to take down the final pig sticker there. Look, I could theoretically try and heal the flagellant, but I believe the flagellant's pretty much gonna come back to full HP.
Empowered, emboldened.
I managed to daze them until after the remaining action. Maybe I should have tried to clear the corpses, actually. No, because the cultist was part of making the corpses, so I didn't have the opportunity there to clear the corpses. That makes sense. Reason I would have wanted to clear the corpses is this. Whoa, 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 huh? You're a carrion devourer, my man. Turn around. Go to town. It's lunchtime. Oh, there's so much blight. There's so much blight. Oh, I love it. Get him down to death's door, and then watch him pop like a grub.
An invariable result.
The strong shackles for applying, not taunt, that was lockdown, right?
Abates.
Lockdown for a single round, yes. That said, I now have enough inventory space to actually hold all of this stuff at the same time. Yay! If I end up needing to repair while driving, that will just have to be what happens. The swine's cage, what? Ill-gotten treasures, now reclaimed. The Vanished Vanity is particularly good, applies to attacker when hit, combo 33% of the time. There's also some smelling salts, some burning salts, some burning salt rather. An impermeable poultice for lower blight, and higher traveling heal in stagecoach equipment. I'm unlikely to need any of those. Full stop. Agreed, Victor. Let us hope that our good fortune does continue. Oh, that's a really short area. Huh. Okay.
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
So Willow has also picked up here Cadaver Fearing from the Shambler's Altar, which I think is fine, right? Because that has to have replaced one of your negatives. Which it doesn't show me which it replaced, but I'm glad it did replace one of them. Alrighty then. Let's have a look.
Can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
Yeah, pretty much all of it has mastery. So weird reconstruction as just like a safe tool seems kinda good. Weakening curse. Weakening curse actually might be a good upgrade here. The ability to apply 2 weak to a single target as well as a combo setup is a lot of lockdown for us. Let's have a look at our next rounds.
Consider your position and plan accordingly.
Discretion, not valor fight, 1 or less resistance encounters. Negative 100% hoarders. That would really lock me out of my ability to use any of the rest of my baubles. You know, I suspect we would actually be really good against the Librarian. Victor, you can project your damage to line 3 with Sack Stab. Yes, you can project Sack Stab damage to line 3. Can multiply weaken targets. Tristan, you can obviously try and force the attacks directly on you. In doing so, we can blight the hell out of them. I like it.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
Let's have a quick look at the... Whoa, 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 whoa! Shambler's Altar. Plus 100% to Academic Studies Location Scouting. Interesting in the next area, that'll be. I just want to quickly check some stew. So, relationship-wise, we are very friendly, very friendly. We're neutral currently with Victor on 3D. No longer. We are now friendly. Great. So we're friendly, friendly, or very friendly with everyone. That's enough for me right now. I don't think I really need to increase that. Extra max HP is definitely going to be relevant going into the next area.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where you must go.
Do I need any different provisioner item? Not especially. Negative stress to targets, not especially relevant here. Knotted tug rope. It's blocked by winded, which I think is 3D, yeah. So Victor and Tristan could certainly take that. Burn resist until the next area also seems pretty important. Did the final boss bleed me? I don't think the final boss bled me. I don't think the final boss had DOTs. I think all it did was just nuke us for a truly absurd amount of damage. How do you fix an absurd amount of damage? Wait a second. Can I? They stack 1 to 1, but I have a bunch of extra slots. Okay. So here's my idea. I buy a bunch of books of creative insults. I have to be able to give this to the same target more than once, right? Yeah, you can give poultices to the same target more than once. I buy a bunch of creative insult books, and then in the final inn before the mountain, I just get the flagellant to read them all. I want the flagellant to have every single eye-based pun to go into the final fight with, so that as soon as round 1 starts, he immediately says something deeply, deeply offensive to the eye stalks on the other side of the field and taunts 4 times. I legitimately think that's a hilarious and good plan, and you seldom get both of those to overlap. I'm also going to take some burn resistance. I'm going to be taking this for the sake of the next area we're about to go into. And I'm going to take the stimulating poultice as well for speed.
The rigors of the road.
Yeah, some speed to ease the rigors of the road. As for who needs the resistances, well, one of them is definitely Tristan, the other one's probably Thridder. Victor makes a lot of sense though, because 3D gets targeted by the heals. We intend to go to, I believe, the Sprawl. Yes. Well, I think the other trophy for the general is lower trinket prices? Question mark? So I suspect hunting another general down right now, though I might be well prepared for one, doesn't deeply appeal to me. Extra quantity of looted food. I already have more food than I need. I've got more everything that I need, to be frank. Concoction and powder items. I suspect concoctions might be the thing that I don't need from the alembic and retort right now. Yes, I appear to be overflowing with those. So in the sprawl, let's get plus 15% damage.
Meet each challenge on its own terms.
Good. As for our mastery points, considering the area we're about to go into, I feel like upgrading Acid Rain and Weakening Curse seem appropriate. We're actually also about to fight the Examplar, right? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm gonna quickly reset. And I've reset because we do still have Sepsis. And if I'm about to fight the Examplar, I want Sepsis upgraded before I go in. Maybe I don't need Endure. Let's tag off Endure, tag on Sepsis. Go back to the Mastery Trainer, train the Mastery on Sepsis. And the Weakening Curse. Okay. All of that done, I believe it's now just time to sleep and go out.
Another nameless city. Another inferno of mutilation.
No, it's not. We have in items. I want food. So whose disease resist is really high right now? You. Tristan, because he's already diseased. Wow, you picked up Robust for another 20% disease resist. Oh no, you lost Cosmic. Dang. Well, bread for everyone else. Let's get out there. I really hope everyone likes one another. Okay, respectful between our two backliners. Another respectful relationship. First outside, inside, last. Our outsides.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Lash's gifts would de-stress 3D. Defender will de-stress Tristan. The Weakening Curse gives dodge to Willow. Blinding Gas would give dodge back to Victor. The Stand Fast gives a strength token to Willow, and Battlefield Medicine gives a strength token to 3D. Neat. Not especially useful, but they're not negative. And also, you know, a good move doing something extra is always incredible, obviously. Because you're already gonna do it, because the move was already good.
The great cities of man, ruined and aflame.
Alright, let's have a quick think about this path. I see one huge problem, which is if I take the left immediately, rough wheel, it leads me out to an area that maybe has one rough wheel on this side, but definitely has another one in the future. And another one in the future after that. I guarantee that I have to fight someone on roadside by taking the left-hand side right now. However, it's worth noting, it does have an Oblivion's Ingress. A hospital cure to cure maladies doesn't really sit that well with a character that doesn't have any maladies to cure. So I probably wouldn't go that direction. There's also a rough wheel afterwards, and then that leads into the familiar desk. Yeah, I think I need to save these early two rough wheels. Unfortunately, that means I miss out on Oblivion's Ingress, which I do think I would actually be pretty well set for. My entire group want my wheels to come off my wagon. Everyone was barracking for the other way. They just weren't looking far enough in the future. Uh-oh. Elite enemies. Oh, boy. And the implication is here. So the implication does not have huge debuff resistance, which does give me the ability to try and, you know, debuff it to weaken it, which is 100% what I desperately need to do. Immediately? You know what? I'd rather do it immediately. I could try and roll an anti-bleed right now, but it's not essential. Oh, this would be funny. If I get to knock this pillager hatchetman back, thunk, go back. Hell yeah, buddy! That guy's basically locked out of playing the video game for a while.
Excellent work.
Sick punishment. He has to do a wild swing to move forward. It gets him to the very front. Does basically no damage. Okay, that unit's dead to its blight. This unit is not dead to its blight yet. That unit is now dead to its blight. Everyone focus on the back line. Implication. Okay, so Boom does not give DOTs to our party. I'm going to throw Blinding Gas in an attempt to blind the target to make it even less likely they manage to hit. If nothing else, it gives a dodge token to the person who is going to be here when a possible hit occurs. Speaking of that, let's stand fast for even more defense. Cannon time. Misfire! Hey, it finally happened to me. It resisted the blight in return. Boo. Hiss. I don't really have anything I can do with Tristan right now. There you go, I'll hit for 1 damage. I guess it does have some utility in that it's also removing the block tokens. Woo! Big crit! No damage, mind. Just big crit.
Confers advantage.
Yeah. Well, at least I can now reach you. Thankfully, it doesn't have a ridiculous amount of health. Only 47 left. Once a shot moves itself back, it's time to weaken you again. And if I can, I'd love to blind you. Didn't manage. Someone's got to work their way through these corpses. Hey! They work their way through themselves. I'm getting all these unchecked power tokens, which is giving a 33% chance per token of burning at the start of each round. So we're about to burn at the start of every round. Oh, I'm not going to be able to use Blinding Gas on the backline anymore. Time to load your shot. Oh, enemy got blinded. Hell yes. Wanted to see that. Oh, they only have a 50% stun resist as well. So if I managed to set up a combo before I had to go for a Rampart, I might have been able to trigger that. That said, Rampart right now with the damage tokens particularly good. I'm going to take the opportunity for another Battlefield Medicine there. It's also another damage token. Wow, it can't do anything but misfire in this fight. Honestly, very, very pleased about that, considering the fact that I also can't really do a huge amount of damage to something that takes no DOT damage, so... Very kind of the game to take this mercy upon me.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains.
Of course it does. Wait. Alright. Let's Let's have a quick look and think about our combat items. Where are we right now? Don't necessarily know the location ahead. Okay, keep moving. The watchtower. Oh, no, we did, of course. Okay, so good news. Left-hand path, not bad. Left-hand path, pretty good, actually. And that would be a, from here, taking an Oblivion tier and then removing it immediately, going to a hallway fight afterwards, and then removing another Oblivion afterwards. So effectively, all of these roads for us were free, as long as the combats don't count as having given us a negative that we care about. We can pick up 3 more loathing on another side and get rid of 2 of it, which is a path, totally valid. However, there is also a Hoarder on the opposite side, and that Hoarder is my final opportunity to spend any of my relics meaningfully. Could I think of anything I would desperately want to change? Yeah, sure. I mean, of course. Fisherman's Line for something that's just much more direct, not much more direct damage, but directly more damage on Victor seems appropriate. I could actually see myself. No, I'm not changing anything about Tristan. I tried to give it a second's consideration there. But no, that's not the right road for us.
Is your coach prepared for the upcoming obstruction?
It is indeed. In fact, we're so prepared for it, we know that this loathing is momentary and shall pass. Such as all things. Tristan promises to blind the enemies. Victor's just like, yes! Finally! The occult! I mean, blinding the enemies does seem more impactful than just speeding up Victor. Okay, enemies' DOTs have extra duration. We'll start off with Abyssal Artillery. Ace Your Confession misses. Unfortunately, it does manage to add dodge to the enemy target. Inversion? What was that? It looks like that move
is the natural prelude to action.
Yeah, it looks like that move removed... No, it moved all of the negative tokens in the party to exclusively the Herald in the back line, I believe. I love the idea of rolling out to prevention, but I can't do that until the Herald's dead. But obviously I can let them attack the Flagellant. And blight themselves. Yes. Let's also slow you all down a wee bit. Oops. I did forget that they would have the ability still after that to give themselves crit tokens. I wonder if maybe I should consider removing that crit token and giving a double weaken token instead. Yep. I'd like to do that after so little consideration, because it was pretty clearly the right move, especially when you consider the possibility that I could use my Man-at-Arms to rampart and stun the front line of this round.
We can rely only upon each other.
Bingo. Ooh, now I got Bellow back. I can deal with that myself. Okay, Cherub in the backline is already dead. I'm going to start removing corpses. No, because pushing them behind would actually be pretty impactful if we could. This guy has probably got to go down first, so let's focus on the enemy frontliner. Considering the rate at which we're dominating the enemies right now, I'm actually going to take down some prevention to prevent any DOTs from even being able to access my front line.
work.
Yell at him. Yelled the crit right out of him. Screw my drag. 4 bleeds in a row managed to connect despite my positive resistance. What's that? 55 on you, 40. Okay, never mind. It shouldn't have been 4 in a row. Let's try and... Wow, I was about to say, let's try and put this front line down onto the ground. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, and then we did it in one attack. Ooh, we didn't manage to stun the enemy. Follow up. Oh, neat. Shots. Pull the Evangelist deeply out of line and then try and finish you directly and personally.
Slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
There we go.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
I didn't want to see the crit come out. Also, like, my flagellant's happy to be on half HP.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Yeah, Idle Thought doesn't make sense. Not here. Extra fire resist, though.
The loathing whispers.
That could make sense if I were going to the lair, but I'm not going to the lair, so it doesn't make sense. Just dissuade myself over the course of every sentence.
With unwavering resolve.
From whatever I proposed at the beginning of said sentence.
The antiquarian wants what we have.
You can never be wrong if you never commit to
She will
anything.
not be denied.
I see. I see. I could try and
Observe the
pull
subject
the antiquarian to the
carefully,
very front of the party.
And you will discover its weaknesses.
Mongrels don't really care about being moved back, though. So I wonder if I'm you're better served to just throw damage. Oh, damn.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Please attack me. It's simply crucial that you do. Yes, 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 more. Oh, I get to bellow immediately after the invigorating vapors. Love to see that.
Advantage.
I even stunned one of the targets. Beautiful. It's enough blight already to kill you. So I'm gonna go Acid Rain for the back line, and then heal up by 36. And now the back line is totally available for direct blighting. Tristan, I might roll Defender because... Yeah, Antiquarian has Deathblow resistance, but I can't reach her. So yeah, I'm just gonna roll Defender. Because it de-stresses Tristan. Flash Powder to the back line does not manage to do anything.
The smallest variable.
The
can
enemy
make all
party
the difference.
begins crumbling. And that's a quick crumble right there. Double death blow with the Abyssal Artillery. Takes him out. Good work, Victor.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Each hero in combat's... Wait, did I just drop the Standard of the North slightly earlier in this run? I think I did. What about the Celebrated Chalice here? If baubles in your inventory are over 50, they are plus 10% to crit. Legitimately? I think it's a lot better than forcing me to hold an item that I don't really have the opportunity ever to use. And in fact, it gives me someone who can hold a different item. Also, this, you should definitely replace that with a burn salve right now. No, I require both of these blankets. This one's for my smallpox. Tristan says the path for deliverance lies directly through the enemies. Okay, which of you has a better relationship with Victor? That would be Willow. You can afford to risk your relationship then. Oh. Whoa! Hello, buddy! Her ladyship.
Observe the subject carefully, and you will discover its weaknesses.
So this is the unique alt variant, I believe, of the Imletist. I should make sure she dies really quickly. Like, not funny quickly. Desperation quickly. Ooh, thank you for blinding the target who doesn't care. Thank you for cleansing the target who also doesn't care. Still. Flare has basically no HP. I love the idea of being able to take you out early. Alas. I legitimately think I'm probably better prepared to stand fast than anything else right now. Flame spreads. The back two line is still the two most threatening enemy units. I hit both of them with a blight, and I believe that that's all that will be written for both of those backliners. Yeah, the sacrificial will not be able to get to me in time to actually activate. Oh, I was about to say, with the sick crit, I actually take the shaman out in time. Oh, her ladyship has death blow resistance. Got dodged. Someone needed to remove the dodge token from that target eventually. Her ladyship has more death blow resist. You know what? I'm not letting her possibly get another move off. Not with so many unknown moves in her toolkit. Oh, that was actually a much faster end to the fight than I thought I was going to have there.
Threats await those who dare.
We find some hastening history as well as an extra mastery? Was it extra mastery or extra 2 mastery there? I almost accidentally ran into the resistance encounter that I'd previously said I didn't want to because this hoarder is my final hoarder. There are worse discomforts, 3D. Well said. Alright. Anything take our interest? Annotated textbook for the Plague Doctor in a different build. There is the heal on DOT resist or the gain de-stress on DOT resist. I don't think either of those are actually necessary here. When stress damaged, heal 33%, 10% of the time. I don't know if I necessarily think that's directly better than anything currently. What are you? Seeing Sphere, the Occultist. At turn end, convert vulnerability to power. On hit, apply a negative token with Demon's Pull, and when moved by an enemy, gain a negative token a third of the time. I just don't think that's necessary for us either. Unfortunately, I don't think almost anything I'm seeing here is particularly relevant. Smoke bomb? No! No. No smoke bomb. Medicinal herbs, glimmer of hope. Wow. Legitimately, I don't believe I want any of this. Well, pretty remarkable to do that. Oh well. The other path may have turned out to be more valuable than this one. Who's to say? Time to fight some bandits on the roadway. Oh, they're sturdy. Oof. Extra max HP for them. Is it going to be enough to stand up to the ridiculous amount of blight we have? Oh, it is just! It's exactly enough to keep the crackshot alive for one action before it dies. I'm gonna roll bolster for the de-stress. And then more to try and force the damage. Excellent. No, you have to hit him, otherwise I don't get the... I need it. Weakening curse on the target. Nope. Slash you for 9 in the front line.
Early results are encouraging.
Great, we'll only have one target left on the field by the end of the round. Oh, those huge heal numbers out of more always sit very well with me. We'll roll a defender for the sake of Tristan now, increasing our relationship together as well as removing a stress. And now it is truly time to just end the hatchetman.
Straightforward and effective.
I sincerely can't think of many things more effective. Solar-powered clothesline. Never mind. Got one. What are we up next? Oblivion's Ingress, of course. I don't think I have anything to alter for this unless I have... Nope, freedom of items, I do not. Let's move. I don't... No. I was about to say, I don't think I fight the... Ooh, Victor. I'm no stranger to the horrors of man or beast. And it increases relationship with two characters to get closer from friendly to friendly plus. Nice. These enemies are hail as well, increasing their DOT resistances, rudely so. I'm gonna quickly throw some ablative powders on Victor in order to try and prevent any burns from the backline Herald's DOTs, the first trumpets that they can cast. Oh, inversion.
We can rely only upon each other.
Rude. Okay, so one Herald's already dead, the other one is not. I'm gonna try and use a rampart to push one of the enemies out of position. Dang, pushing them out of position would have been really good. Oh, my punish does extend to... My punish extends to line 3? Right, in the examinate line. Right? Only in the examinate line it does that? I think one of the lines punish only hits up until line 2. If that's not the case, then I've made so many mistakes with playing this character. Oops. I'll fix them in the future. We can get that in post, right? Well, with the grand honors of being the only person who acts before the critical target, Definitely upon your shoulders to slow them down. I don't want to see any crits here.
Empowered, emboldened.
Oh, we did manage to stun a character. Finally.
Bravo.
And stacked up a ridiculous amount of DOT on him. Great. Oh my god, does that put you down to the ground? It does! Oh, I was literally thinking, the character's about to act next. If I attack them successfully here, I put them on the ground. And then we did. I like game where thing happen.
Cooperation is the key.
I think we're definitely now in the period where I focus as much as possible, at least, on healing up our flagellant before the end of the fight. My god, the crits don't stop coming!
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Perfect. Roll a defender for the de-stress. And I'm going to intentionally strike a target that doesn't need to be struck there, forgetting that it's actually the other target that didn't need to be struck because it was about to have its DOT blow.
And blaze the trail to your redemption.
Dark Impulse. Plus 20% to debuff resistance, negative 10% damage per negative token. I don't often... Oh wow, I've actually filled out my slots. I'm gonna get rid of the chalk dusts. I don't think I need any of that. Do I need to join ablative powders with anything else? No. Can use neutralizing powders in the final fight, in the Examplar fight if I desperately wanted to. Milk-soaked linen. Probably more useful in the Examplar fight as well. I'm doing a lot of thinking about a fight that I'm nowhere near. Let's actually get there first.
Ahead, a bestial refuge, littered with bones and less identifiable remains.
Broken sinew.
Centuries of human learning and achievement, ruined by riotous contempt.
By riotous contempt of the creatures? Question mark? Excellent. Okay, yeah, relatively early action from our Sky Slapper is always welcome. Unfortunately, the whole enemy party basically going next is not.
This is no
Yeah,
time
because
to
of that.
falter.
Oh, the hardy man-at-arms resists a disease. Thank you. I'm gonna roll Acid Rain here because it's a requirement in order to make sure that my Plague Grenade afterwards connects, takes out the target for us, sets up the next one very, very effectively. Rapid Mutation, there's your crit token. No, you didn't even get a crit token!
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Well, I already have good reason to yell at you anyway. We managed to stun! Hell yeah! Someone's got to start getting rid of the Carrion Devourer. Hit me more. And I'm just gonna make sure that 3D doesn't have the world's worst time. Yes, yes, yes. Make them vulnerable, they don't care. Goodbye to your armor. And it's worth keeping the occultist comfortable. Perfection. I think it's probably reasonable to just roll another stand fast here. Going sepsis for damage on one of these targets and a heal doesn't seem appropriate when I'm about to heal ridiculously. There we go. Beautiful. Try and roll a weakening curse and fail. Oh, that's right, of course, the Carrion has Death's Door. Ah, but doesn't immediately move to eat another corpse, and in doing so, seals their fate. There we go, there go doggy. And there's enough de-stress, in fact, that I can attempt to end the fight. Failed, unfortunately. Managed with aplomb relatively quickly thereafter. Neat. And we killed them at the start of the second round in this creature's den, so now we get a bunch of free actions, as the enemies do not know how to act yet.
Any being, however horrid, can be brought to heel.
Oh, the incredible plague setup.
Lethality writ large.
Oh, they're both stunned in the back line. 3 of the enemy squad at the time was stunned. Oh wow, that's a huge amount of health to give to the
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
frontliner. Considering the enemies act for a little bit of time here, I don't want to just let them wail on my flagellant while they are double vulnerable.
Variable can make all the difference.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to roll weird reconstruction. Get rid of the crit with the weakening curse. I have so many healing salves that I do feel like I could just irresponsibly throw one away right now. So I will. What do my combat items mean if I
Steady.
if I just keep them forever and never use them? Nothing. And they're worth even less. Let's get some regen. Ready to heal our occultist. Another unit that needs their crit removed as well. More than happy to bellow that out of you. Oh, yes, it looks like I will act in time to be able to do that. Love a big critical heal.
Empowered, emboldened.
Enraged. Okay, 8 will put you down to the ground. I love that I can remove so many of these vulnerables simply by defending instead. Like, I love that
A deliberate and methodical appliance of harm.
that directly opposed tokens just remove one another and disappear. Yeah, the way to do that would be stand fast. I'm gonna roll my final burn salve out. Stand fast, removes my negative tokens. I really need a way to utilize my unchecked power. That'd be neat to have. Alright. Creature den solved. Time for another appendage. We find the peculiar secretion. The peculiar secretion delivered to an inn to gain removed diseases from party. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it and walk away. I miss out on 2 mastery points, but I don't think I actually need extra mastery points at this point. But I need to keep this disease on Tristan. It's how this, you know, build pays off. Oh man, that's a sad decision I have to make. Oh well. I'm glad that I'm in a position where it feels like I am capable of making that decision at least, rather than just crumbling under it. Flashfire burns both of our frontliners. Oh my god, 17 blight. Yeah. Quickly stand fast from the front of our party. And some more. Taunt. Nash me. Hit me with the shank.
Begins.
Victor's turn. I wanna roll a weakening curse. Weakening curse on the mongrel. I think I'm better off just trying to stab you. And I was. That's right. Roll defense for someone who's about to die. Sounds good to me. You know, I'll remove those DOTs. Just because I'm about to heal ridiculously doesn't mean I don't need to heal ridiculously to full HP instead. I think everyone is dead right now, though.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
Got him. What impediment? Impediment, excuse me.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Okay, we're coming up on another normal combat, and then a loathing pickup right before we clear that loathing in an Oblivion's Ingress.
Lament the knowledge taken by the fires of these fanatics.
Oh, you're not disagreeing with our flagellant, so no matter who, whether Willow or... I slightly forgot 3D, there we go. Either Willow or 3D taking that was going to be the same, as they were going to give the same debuff, same buff rather, back to the other character. Yeah, we just need to get one of you off the field really quickly, and this one, this bad boy in the front line, is empowered. So I'm going to get you with the Weakening Curse. And then combo up some Blight on you, total 13. roll more because they're going to do a buff and then Jawbreaker? No, Jawbreaker? Oh, Jawbreaker, and you hit the move immediately. It kind of confuses me. Interesting. Stand fast, because our frontline targets need to be particularly hardy against something like this. There's another pummel. Another pummel for the same target. I mean, hey, I'm over the moon to see them absolutely wailing on this one target. Thankfully, they've only managed to daze. There we go, Accelerant. So that's your buff. Oh, enemy goes down to death's door if they take 5 more damage before they next move. Done. Oh my god, these sick pummels. The insane pummelish. Definitely throw a light grenade to the back line. We watch the front liner just die. 3 stacks. Can we not get more than 3 stacks of pain? I could have sworn we've been hit more than that. Let's just move forward. Rectify the party positioning a wee bit.
Lethality writ large.
Oh. Incroyable. It's absolutely incroixable. Got him. Care to take me to an enemy that doesn't suck. Scalded Skull. If the target is burning, plus 50% to healing given. On range skills, plus 25% to debuff resistance piercing. And a random ally on turn start. If our own power is greater than or equal to 2, we will possibly give a burn token to someone. So it's an interesting way to give the occultist the ability to get a lot larger heals on individual targets, but the occultist is not our healer in this build. I'll keep it around for a little bit. I'll definitely throw other things away first, but I don't really expect that I'll be using that. Definitely don't need another stack of slime mold after everything else. Definitely don't need the sack host or the strong shackles. Is there ever a position for the vanished vanity? No, I think the fact that we can heal 3D so huge and 3D gets the price of pride. Because, like, yeah, we can give the block plus tokens to the end boss, but like, almost all of my damage is DOT against an individual boss, and like, sepsis eventually as well. But that's just converting the DOT into DI, which stands for immediately. Let's, for flavor's sake, DIE. We convert DOT into DIE. Which stands for die immediately extremely. And also spells out the word die. Huh, funny. Alright, who wants to... Paracelsus? Excuse me, not Paracelsus. Thank you. Willow. Slightly better relationship with the front of the party. Probably the best here. Very friendly with the front of the party would be good. Sturdy enemies once more. Ooh, you managed to blight yourself out without gaining any additional dodge. I'm sorry to say, but that is the end of your life. You don't get to make that many mistakes here. I'm gonna give a quick bellow to the enemy team, try and slow them down for the next round. Possibly stun them. We didn't manage to, but possibly. We follow up with an Acid Rain, because that now guarantees the death of the Cherub with no additional actions. And the altar needs to only take 1 more damage. Alright, well, the occultist knows what they weaken next round. And it happened to be the person who had a taunt icon on them as well. Excellent. Unfortunately, I have to waste another plague grenade on the back line just to make sure that the altar doesn't get another move, but I'm more than okay with it because it is definitely the right move. I suppose I'll get them to try and attack our flagellant directly. Especially if I manage to move this evangelist back. Dang, that would have caused them to use Rush Judgment, which only has the possibility of one individual target. I don't want them to be in the front too, because they can use the Blood Bond and hit both of us, even if I have one of my targets taunted. And when I have one target taunted, I typically exclusively want them to hit the target that is taunted.
Stupendous.
Oh my god, your crit is ridiculous. Boom! Giant heal!
Emboldened.
I'm basically, while there's regen on the frontline target, I'm basically just treating them like they're not there. I guess functionally that's basically where it's at.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Down to death's door, and you've chosen to buff. That's called Nocturne's Commune. I'm gonna start calling the move where they do Nocturne's Commune immediately before dying to a DOT, because it happens so commonly it needs its own name. That's, Good Night. That's just the Good Night move. It's them turning off the lights before they go to bed. I want to roll for the opportunity of the stun here, but I'm not risking getting crit in the next round. Just by acting too slowly.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
DOT is almost the entire health bar.
Appliance of harm.
Unfortunately, without the flagellant under 50% HP, I do not have the access to sepsis as my move yet. I'll roll more. Yeah. Figuring that probably results in the least loss of life before the end. Beautiful.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
Extra disease resist as well as some extra crit. On the Heartseeker there. Heartseeker definitely goes bye-bye. Same with the Disarming Dagger. And the Hastening History. Cool. Let's have a quick moment to assess where we're at. We're about to lose another wheel, then the Believing Zingris, then a combat, then the Rampart. The Rampart at the very end is going to be the way to clear the loathing before the final. And then we go to the final inn. Oh, I'm very excited about this. I don't think I'm going to do all of my preparations for the final inn immediately. I may leave those preparations until the start of the next episode, just before the boss. Especially because I think it's, like, specifically important because they are preparations that are being made for that boss. I feel like it should be contiguous to the boss fight. Alright. Yes. We do have a slot for a combat item at the moment. I sensed it. Removing... Clear Clearing all skill cooldowns. Otherworldly fragment. Yeah. Also, we don't need two people both holding healing salves. One of you can hold some milk soaked linen. That'll work. There goes our final wheel, but thankfully we can get back home on the chassis.
Limping. Be prudent.
Oh, that's so many of those. One more Ingress before we actually have to go to the Rampart.
What can we learn upon closer inspection?
I was thinking about trying to move the Herald out of position there. Obviously, ultimately elected not to. Yeah, gotta roll the early acid rain.
Fiend's strength dwindles.
Okay, I would love to bellow here on the first round. The Herald is never getting another move, but am I okay with the Cherub just getting one more move?
Empowered. Emboldened.
I'm still gonna bellow. Okay, nice. I even managed to stun the enemy frontliner here. Yeah, I can prevent the bellow from getting... the Cherub, rather, from getting a single move even. And... now we'll just start loading up the damage on one of the Evangelists here. You are taking 16 for 2 rounds, so great. That unit is now...
Agony.
that unit is now on death's door before it next gets to actually try and act. I hope it uses Good Night. I'll roll Defender for some positive interactions there. A little bit of medicine never went down wrong. Dang. They did actually elect to use a 1 damage, no extra anythings maneuver right there. Absolutely got me.
This road cannot be walked alone.
And one simple punch to the enemy front line. Yeah. I'd only be removing one more stress, and I would be risking gaining a lot more stress, as well as a lot more damage on the targets that I do not need damaged right now. I cannot wait to roll this sepsis on the Exemplar. I've just been hopping in my spirit this entire time, waiting for the opportunity. Intriguing specimens, but better off dead. Says Willow up there in the back of the party, and I couldn't agree more. Hence the whole killing of them all. Alrighty then. Yeah, I'm just gonna immediately crit the orphan out of existence. The only thing in this fight that really gives much pause. I mean, look, Plague Grenade is reasonably likely to prevent, yeah, any action from the enemy backline there, ever. Wow, they're really trying to disease us. Maybe I should roll an ounce of prevention next time just to give myself a little bit of safety. Well, that's not going to be relevant. And in fact, we are already now complete. There we go, I'm going to give 5 health. It's going to cost me 7 health to give 5 health to the front line. And then roll defender. Even greater relationship between our two frontliners. I do always like when the frontliners are perfectly buddy-buddy with one another.
Sweet reprieve. Until the next test is put before you.
Speaking of the next test being put before us, I know it to be the Examplar. Do I want to make any different preparations for the fight? Sepsis is my way to get back on HP, so I don't use Lash's gift on Tristan there. Victor, the ability to remove dodge from a target. Probably not necessary. Okay. Nope. I think everyone has the moves that seem appropriate for them. And they have the gear that seems appropriate for them. Unless I want to throw more Oh, well, I guess that makes a lot more sense to throw more DOT in the party here, because it doesn't make sense for our occultist to be holding a burn resist item in a fight that has no burn. If I don't just dunk all over this Exemplar fight, I'm gonna feel real embarrassed. I've been preparing for it for about 6 hours now. Just in general, not specific.
Back into the void.
And yet still. Look, the idea of being able to take out the altar before it gets into the second round, I think the altar gets eaten on the start of the second round. Do I want to test that? Do I want to... Because the altar's going to, like, protect itself as well. What if I tried to pull it out of position?
Analysis is the natural prelude to action.
And then I'd probably accidentally rampart it into the back line. I'd also try and bleed it. I don't want to focus so much on the altar that I end up screwing up myself, but if I can take out the altar, I think it's worthwhile. I'm going to spike ball you. That does hit the bleed. Nice. Then I'm in a demon's ball, pulling you to the front of the line. Setting up a combo on you as well. Prelude gets dodged! Altar of Obsession comes out. Now you've got some bone weaving, which does give worship to yourself. Rapturous Beauty comes out against our front line.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Yeah, the altar has significantly higher speed than the Exemplar. I believe we've got him. Do I want to try and cause Tristan to take the damage next round? Yes, that's how we light up the enemy. I don't think I'm going to need the otherworldly fragment. Let's roll stand fast. Let's remove my negatives there. As well as gain more positives. There's the altar. 13 incoming damage, 13 health, no death blow resist. That guarantees that you die. I am so jazzed about that. Roll a weakening curse on the Exemplar. Unfortunately failing to hit that weaken. Oh, unfortunately, more is not really going to gain for us almost any HP here.
The enemy weakens and
Alas, it happens. Oh, and there's the prelude now, and it does set up combo on the target. That's not what I was hoping for. Can use a healing salve. Could also just throw battlefield medicine on the target. I'm not going to. Hit me. Oh no, I fell. Oh man. Now you've got
End.
23 blight for the next 3 rounds. And sepsis can be used from front 2 positions. Excellent, thank you. I was just checking for reasons that are probably not related. over 3 turns, cool. Hey, Exemplar. Why don't you give me all that damage, baby? Oh, what's that the prelude to? Do you think you get to act this round? Oh, this is beautiful. So the enemy does have death blow resistance. I don't want to risk this, so I am going to remove my own token there. Accepting one more Rapture's Beauty. Before electing to use a healing salve and then death blowing the enemy. Yeah, that
nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
That felt good. We made an absolute joke of that guy. Wounding words plus 50% damage. Distracting dust is pretty cool. That's the blind the enemy. Debuff resistance, sorry, the different DOT resistances aren't necessary anymore, as I believe that's the last enemy. Well, no, hang on, there are cultists at the start of the next area.
Tired-eyed, all are welcome here.
For what it's worth. Okay. Quick salts, and then one more healing salve over the top of that one, and then one more spiked ball over the top of that one. I'm so pleased with this party. What were the in items I just picked up there? I picked up 2 of them. Oh, it's it the extra healing to the target? Holy crap, if it's the extra healing to a target.
The roaring heart does much for the weary body. Even more, perhaps, for the restless soul.
Everyone gained 1 positive and 1 negative. Victor has lowered crit, but has higher crit versus Cosmic again. Willow is light sensitive, but has higher crit versus Cosmic. That's also really, really good here. The exterminate goal is complete. Oh, baby. We have a lot of reckoning and preparation to do here for the start.
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
At, rather, the start of the next episode. Until then, however, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game. That's been Darkest Dungeon 2. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the top left for all of my content on this game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation lays below that. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. That are about to thank to, and a special thanks this episode to someone named Sean. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all